Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? How's it going? A lot happened today. Or, some things happened today. Let's see. Bitcoin is currently at 83,659. That's pretty good news. CPI data came in at a point where people are thinking the Fed would have an excuse to lower rates. So that's something to contemplate. Something else to contemplate is going to be our poll question tonight. Do you think the SEC dropping the case against Ripple would be enough to spur the overall market? And it's yes, no, or other. And if you choose other, which somebody did, I want to know why you're saying other. Drop it in the comments. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, what else do we have? Let's see. Ethereum addresses are losing. Over 47 million Ethereum addresses are feeling the pain of major loss right now, which, for the most part, for most people, that's not fun. I don't like to lose. I bought early enough where I'm not really losing, but I'm not making as much as I once did. So that's a flipping problem. Not fun at all, right? So that's something that I contemplate. What else do we have going on? We've got AI agents are evolving to operate without the need of native tokens, signaling a shift in artificial intelligence development. Now that's a big deal. Yo, cheers. What's going on? It depends on adoption. Hello, Michael McCaskill. That was your answer. Interesting take on that. Depends on adoption. Here's something for you to contemplate. I think hello, energized healing and fitness. Energized healing and fitness. What's up, Chicano? Hold on a second. Where are you from? Have I seen you before? That was your first comment, wasn't it? Welcome, energized healing and fitness. Welcome to the community. Chicano in the house. So something to contemplate about that is, does it really require adoption? Remember, it's like lifting off an albatross, like the final bits of the albatross from around Ripple's neck. So I don't know. Oh, heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Paula. Did your research. Michael, did you do your research? Energized healing and fitness. Is this your first time here or just the first time commenting? I like to know those things. And Chicano, did you do your homework? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Did you do your homework? I'm not playing. Don't answer with an emoji either. I will put you on serious timeout if you do that. Paul Suick in the house. Turtle Bitcoin. What's good? What's good? What's good? So, yeah, I mean, is adoption necessary for it to actually take off and spur the rest of the market? I don't think that it's going to be adoption. I would think that it's going to be just the handcuffs are off, the shackles are off. Here's why I think that's a very big deal. Because that means IPO around the corner. I think that would mean that we would get an IPO plan announcement in short order. So it's not just that it goes away. First time here. Wow. Well, definitely welcome on that one. Stay for a little bit. See if we're the kind of community you like. So if you're looking at, that albatross being lifted, IPO can happen. Other contracts can happen because that case is over and now the focus shifts from the past to the future. That's why I think we would need to think about that. But that's a good one though. I'm not mad about that response. Not at all. That's a valid response. That's definitely a valid response. Let's see, who do I miss? Chicano did his homework and Turtle Bitcoin, maybe to 1 million, maybe not this year, but sooner or later. Every morning, Michael McCaskill does his homework. I know because he comments. Michael McCaskill comments on the videos, no matter how early they are. That's amazing. Energize Healing and Fitness. Here's something that we do on this in this community. We have the GMB3, Rick Ritchie in his house. We've got the GMB3, which is do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. And investing deliberately does not necessarily just mean put your money in. It also means you have to understand how and when to pull your money out. But it all starts with that foundation of do your own research. So I ask everybody in the community to perform at least 15 minutes of investment research every day. And it's to help you invest in yourself and learn how to connect the dots. Now, welcome to the community. That's right. Don't trust, verify. Depending on who it's coming from, trust but verify. Just saying. I can't read everything. So then you have AI agents. I wanted to touch on that. AI agents are evolving to operate without the need for native tokens. That's a bigger deal than what most people think. It kind of changes how they work. And so when you're thinking about AI agents and changing how they work, how you develop those agents, how those agents move, that's the very big deal. Yo, Leroy Tice, what's good? Homework after the live? Are you serious? After the live. Fine. As long as you do the homework. Just saying. So did you do your homework yesterday? Haha. Thought you could get out of it, right? So that means I need to know if you did your homework yesterday. Answer that question. Bitcoin miners are struggling with profitability as mining difficulty increases and Bitcoin price decreases. Thank you for letting me know that you did your homework. That's what I'm talking about. So Bitcoin miners, I was saying this before, they're selling. I reported this, yesterday? They're selling. They have to. Every now and then they have to sell. But they're also branching out into other businesses. So artificial intelligence, you need compute for that. You need high performance computing. See what I mean? So those are two areas that they're branching out in. And if you're a company like, I don't know, Riot, who's now in the energy business because they bought a freaking wind farm in Texas, like what? What did you just say? Hutanic just said, I am spring cleaning. This is the time it's better not to look. I can't do that. I might be able to do it for like a day if I'm busy. But even then, at some point, I'm going to pick up my phone and boop, boop, boop. That's what I'm going to do. 8 paws in the house. I said other to the question. There are too many factors that matter. Unemployment rate, market sentiment, how bad the recession hits. Yes, I did my research. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And all those are really good points. You and Michael McCaskill firing on all pistons. Wow. You haven't looked for a month now. Yeah, but you've heard. I've given you numbers. You've heard. Maybe you didn't look at your own, portfolio, but you've heard. And you've done research, which means you can't avoid it. You just haven't looked at your portfolio, right? Yeah, I haven't looked at my portfolio. But because I know what I'm holding and I have, big swath numbers, I'm kind of like, okay, I have a general idea of what my portfolio is worth as an overall, and I can understand how the ebb and flow goes. Yeah, it's torture. Hutanic and Rick Ritchie are not wrong. It's torture to look at it. Sometimes it is easier not to look at it. Seriously. But I know my numbers. You know what I mean? Like I know my overall number. I know what's going on, and I can pretty much put my finger on if something rises, I know what did it. Right? Because I do research every day. So there's not necessarily looking at the portfolio, but it's kind of knowing what your portfolio is doing. I am not one of those people that would ever say, let's be blind to portfolio. I can't do that. I'm not that patient. You know what I mean? Bianca in the house. Kathy Wood predicts that the U.S. economy is in the final phase of a rolling recession. Now, that's the first time I've heard that term. And when I first heard about it, when I first read that article, I sat there and I was like, whoa, that right there, that one right there. Yes. I can honestly say it. And why? Well, because the numbers have said. Recession came in, recession came out, recession came in, recession came out. Yeah. Just people weren't saying the word. Just because they don't say the word doesn't mean that you're not in a recession. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we were in a recession, but nobody would say it. But people were saying, well, mathematically, we're in a freaking recession. If this is the definition of recession, we're in one. And I was like, there you go. Pay attention to the math. Don't pay attention to the talking heads that are told what to say. Aha. Just saying. Turtle Bitcoin. Are you serious with that? Okay, so a rolling recession is you've hit a recession and now you're coming out of the recession. You've hit a recession, now you're coming out of the recession. Meaning you're not in the recession long enough for it to register in your head, but the effects are there. They're just not as steep as an elongated recession. It's kind of like we're kind of in a rolling recession, and we're kind of just rolling along at this pace. Hurts a little bit more, hurts a little bit less. Hurts a little bit more, hurts a little bit less, and we're just rolling along. And she thinks that we're about to come out of it. You mean could be close to a depression? It already is depressing. Rolling recession is when you have recession in different sectors. Rolling recession. Well, I've heard it mentioned in a couple of ways, and that's one of the ways. Yes, so I agree. What is the time frame? Oh, I don't know the time frame. I don't know everything. Come on, man. What's up? I don't know everything. I'm good. I'm not that good. You know. Everybody gets corrected. That's. I don't know how many times I can say this. The one really cool thing that really does stand out to me, besides us helping each other, is the fact that this is a safe space. Unless Hutanik and I, or Rick Ritchie and I, or people are getting into a debate, in which case it's just a debate. Because I would gladly, after the debate, go have a drink with Hutanik or Rick Ritchie or whoever. I would gladly do that. Absolutely, no doubt, no doubt. Anybody that pushes you and who you push, you're making each other better. And it's kind of cool that we can correct each other, we can teach each other, we can learn from each other without having that feeling that people are going to laugh at me or point the finger at me or whatever. We're all here learning together. That's what makes this community so damn cool. Hutanik, go in the corner. You were absolutely in the corner for that one. It was a good one. I can't say it. That's a good one. You go in the corner for real. And Leroy was all over it. What other news do we have? Gate.io introduces a unified account system to enhance efficiency for multi-strategy traders. Now, yeah, that's me. That's pretty cool. That means that within a single account, I don't have to have several accounts. Within a single account, I can do what I want to do, right? That right now I have to do with different accounts, different strategies. That's actually a big deal. I want to say Gate.io. No, they don't pay me. They don't pay me. They're not an advertiser here. Oh, they should be. They should be. But they're not. But they should be. Just saying. They've been moving very smartly. They've been moving very smartly. As a matter of fact, let me see something. Gate.io. Let me see. Let's see. Back in February, they introduced a multi-layered protection asset safety feature. Let's see. In another one in February 23rd, they were talking about strategic investment in DEX, DEXX. I mean, they've been moving a lot. Now that I look, wow, they've been in the news. Hold on, like 10 times since Like, yeah, like 10 times since the beginning of the year. They're making moves. They're making it happen. Something for me to pay attention to. Something for me to make notes. You know what I mean? Let's see. What else do we have? Hyperliquid, a decentralized perpetuals exchange, suffered a $4 million loss after a high-risk whale trading incident led to cascading liquidations. Oops. So yeah, Hyperliquid took a little bit of a nosedive. That took a nice little hit. Then you have a major banking outage, Target 2, or also known as T2, for the European Central Bank. It's their gross settlement system, and it went down. It went down, and everybody's kind of like, well, maybe you should think about other technologies. I thought that was funny. Because it does cast doubt. It's like, you're talking about you want to preserve the old way of banking, and that was a problem for you. Remember the other day, Franklin Templeton is also talking about switching over to Bitcoin. I mean, not Bitcoin, switching over to blockchain for their settlements. Just saying. And then you have the Lazarus Group. They deployed a JavaScript malicious code to steal your crypto. So please be careful about where you're going. Don't send any links unless you know the link that you're sending. And don't click any links. Don't click them. Even if you trust the person, be like, all right, so what is it? Somebody sent me a link today. You know who you are. Somebody sent me a link today. No description, no nothing. I'm not clicking that link. Nope. Trust that person too. Nope, not clicking the link. I'd rather receive a quick synopsis. Click a link, wind up in the wrong place. I know somebody that happened to. It happens a lot, happens all the time. You think you're clicking a good link, you get there, looks right, but it's not. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good off that. I'm not clicking any links. Not clicking any links. The only way I click that link is if I was on a dumb machine. And on a dumb machine, I'm going to wind up retyping the link. I'm too busy for that. That's not going to happen. Let's see. Quantitative easing was invented in... who knows what GFC is? They're making up new words now. Chances are high for what? Whatever I was talking about, I'm already beyond that now. So chances are high for what? You know why. There's a delay between what I say and what you guys type. There's a slight delay, and I have to try to keep up all the time. Bitcoin network is never down and settles on 10 minutes. Well, kind of, sort of, maybe. It's not really all that fast. Total Bitcoin is joining. Total Bitcoin is joining Hutanic in the corner because Total Bitcoin thinks they're funny. Oh, my community is hilarious. Let's see. So that's the Lazarus Group. Abu Dhabi has partnered with Binance with $2 billion to start a new fund to educate in the Middle East and North Africa region. Wow. Otherwise known as MENA or MENA, depending on what you do. But that's big. That's bigger than big. There's a lot going on in the Middle East because the Middle East is trying to become like Singapore, trying to become a major crypto hub. Singapore already is. They're trying to get there. The ADA DeFi volume has been higher than Binance Smart Chain for over a week, going on a month. Going on a month? I noticed it was higher before, but going on a month? Really? I don't know. A month? A week, I could believe. A month? Possibly. But that investment of Abu Dhabi in Binance to do that is a very big deal. That's a very big deal. Are you noticing that there are a lot of educational deals that are going on? A lot of educational deals. And it's not just about education. It's about investing in education. It's that kind of stuff. That's why I keep saying I could believe that Hutanic's right. They're going to slap some duct tape on the problem this year, and next year is when a recession is probably going to hit. But I still think that there could be downward momentum for the overall U.S. economy. Just saying. Cocoa drink with Jamaican rum. No, I prefer Bumbu rum. BUMBU. Check that out. ADA network will be down very soon. Don't think so. Why do you say it will be down? More news. Pi Network's token surged in value during Pi Day celebrations. Upcoming Pi Day celebrations. 3/14. Ha ha ha. Whatever. Unrelated, but related. That kind of thing. That's why they chose it. It's kind of funny. Mt. Gox transferred a significant amount of Bitcoin, spurring all kinds of ideas, that kind of thing. Oh, you never came out of the corner. I don't know why you said, oops, back to the corner. What are you talking about? Rick Ritchie, why are you cussing? Really? Seriously? Oh, my God. You guys are off the chain tonight. It must be something in the food and the water in the whole country, because you guys are really out there. And we're international, so that's a big deal. Going back to Energized Healing and Fitness. You still there? You having fun? Let me know. SIBO, SIBO has applied for a rule change to facilitate the listing of Franklin Templeton's Solana ETF. I mean, let me see something. Solana ETF. There you go. Solana has a 1.33 GMB X factor. Can they do it? Yes. Yes. Ethereum has a 1.57. Can they do it? I believe so. Cardano has a 3.23 GMB X factor. I think Cardano, that's an ace. That's an ace. A former Supreme Court clerk under investigation for allegedly managing a $100 million cryptocurrency wallet linked to suspicious financial transfers. Person has argued like 40 cases in front of the Supreme Court. It's like a rock star at trying cases in front of the Supreme Court. It's kind of a big deal. That one right there is kind of a big deal. Privilege can only get you but so far sometimes. The SEC is reportedly preparing to drop its lawsuit against Ripple. I would like to know what the particulars are. Are they really going to drop the case, or are they going to come to a settlement? That's my question. Right? That's really my question. Yeah, it's a hard fork. Is it really going to be down all that long, if down at all? I don't worry about Cardano going down. If it's going down, it's because it's planned. I don't consider that going down. I consider it going down, but I don't consider it an outage, so I don't care. You know what I mean? So there's that. Let's see. And Nebraska has enacted a Bitcoin ATM law aimed at attracting new crypto businesses and setting it up as a crypto-friendly jurisdiction. Interesting, because a Bitcoin ATM is not a standard ATM. You give it funds and it transfers Bitcoin. It's not really an ATM. Sort of. It's like half the services of an ATM. According to a report by Eleanor Tourette, two close sources with the ongoing SEC versus Ripple case confirm that the case is in the process of wrapping up and could be over soon. But that's my point. Is it wrapping up because there's a deal that's being reached? Like, can you please pay us a little bit more than 125 million? Could you please? Would you? Please? Or we'll drop the case. You promise not to sue us for bringing a bad case or whatever. Like, we both agree to just walk away. Like, I wonder what those particular, discussions are like right now. I'm really wondering about that. Really, really wondering about that. A Ripple settlement. I think it's going to be a settlement. I think that there are words that are being exchanged and it's going to wind up being a settlement, not just we're going to drop the case. I think that they're going to get their 125 million. I wonder if they're going to ask for a little bit more. I wonder if this is a better way to put it. I wonder if the government is even in a position to ask for more than the 125. Because right now, Ripple's in the driver's seat. They don't have to do anything. But I'm pretty sure they're going to sit there and they're going to weigh their options. It's going to be like, well, we already dropped like 200 mil on this case, plus another 125 mil. If it's going to make it go away, throw them another 25 mil and that'll be it. I could easily see that. I could easily see that. So that, but my question is, why would they have to if a little bit of the staff has walked away, Gary Gensler is gone? I don't know. I don't know. Yep, I made no sense. What do you mean you made no sense? Hold it. Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I never worry about Cardano. A Cardano conversation because I know that Hutanic knows everything about Cardano. So I don't worry about it. But, Rumble video sharing platform has added $15.5 million in Bitcoin to its treasury. That's kind of a big deal. We're seeing major upticks in how companies are adding Bitcoin to their treasury. Excuse me. So I'm curious. So you have a couple of companies come out today with earnings reports that did okay, but their projections are not looking okay, which means the next quarter that companies report on, I'm not expecting anything good because it's going to reflect all the volatility from all the tariff stuff and the moves that, companies had to make because of all the tariff stuff. So I have questions. If you're in the stock market, don't you kind of have to factor that in? I mean, if you're in any market, in about 2.5 months, we're going to start hearing about, maybe a little bit less, 2 months, 1 week, something like that. You're going to start hearing about companies that are not doing so hot, taking a little bit of a hit. I mean, not going out of business, really. I mean, most of them anyway. But they're going to take a hit. I'm surprised they're not going to take XRP for the fine and put it into the reserve. If it goes up, they could double their money. Does not cost the taxpayer a dime. Sort of. They had to pay all those salaries. But yeah, directly it doesn't cost it a dime. And likely will go up. Yeah, you know what? Wow. Yeah, Michael McCaskill. Yeah. Agreed. That's a strong possibility. I bet you none of them have thought about it. Let that wash over you for a minute. I bet you none of them thought about it. Did you not watch the video I sent you? No, I didn't watch the video. I didn't click the link. I didn't have time. Why do you think I sent you back a message that said, what is this? Did not have time. It was meetings all day. Told you, I went to the city today. So I was in meetings all day. And I'm probably going to pass out as soon as this is over. I might pass out in this chair. Or in the couch I have right there. I'm dead tired. I am dead tired. I need a nurse. And a drink. Just saying. So don't be mad at me because I didn't click a link. I don't click links, man. I'm not big on clicking links. I got to know, something about that link. Just give me more than just a link. I won't do it. Won't do it. I work a lot in financial institutions. You don't click links. Unless they're internal links, you don't click links. And you could say, oh, well, it was going to a real site. It could have been going to a real site. Could have been. I've seen links like that not go to the real site. So yeah, I don't click links. Got to get me something to go on. I'd rather you tell me this is the synopsis, search for this on YouTube or search for this over here or go find that article over there. I'd rather that. because then I can go to the site and I can actually go find it. It's a lot easier. A lot easier. Bitcoin price has declined in 2025, but it has still outperformed other cryptocurrencies according to Matrixport. Yeah. It's outperformed others, and it hasn't outperformed everybody. And you could tell it hasn't outperformed everybody because all you have to do is go to the year to date on some of them, right? Let me see. Let's see. Where's Mantra? Mantra was around here somewhere. You make me control F for Mantra? Seriously? Control F. There it is. Mantra dropped to number 80. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. All right. So let's go to Mantra. But they're still up 69.74% year to date. And Bitcoin is down 10.39 year to date. Overall, I think it outperforms, but not just right off there. I won't watch it. Send me what it is I'm supposed to search for, and then maybe I'll have time to go watch it. What is it about? But I don't do blind click this and you'll be surprised. I don't do that. That's like clickbait. Think about it. That's clickbait. Oh, check this out. Yeah, why? Why? What is it about? You could be sending me to some OnlyFans thing. No. See, Turtle Bitcoin, that's why you're still in the corner, because nobody said that. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind. If you're going to send me one, I wouldn't mind. I won't. I really won't. I really won't. Really. That's like saying, go learn over here. I won't. Well, that's not true. I probably will. For those people that are like brand spanking new, if it's educational, I might. But I'm critical of educational stuff. I really am. And then I'm also critical of how it's delivered. So I need to, if is it educational? What am I searching for when I go find that video? Because I'm not just going to go click the link. I'm telling you now, I'm not going to click the link. It's a security thing for me. I'd rather you tell me, check out this video. It's on YouTube. Search for this. So would that be a rolling recession in crypto too? Well, funny you should ask. If you take a look at crypto, at the sectors within crypto, you'll see sectors go like this. You'll definitely see things go like that. You can play your smallest violin. Doesn't faze me in the slightest. Have fun playing it too. Tune it before you play it, or else it'll sound horrible. All right, so just make sure you do that. But yeah, no, I don't click links. So you can tell me what it is, or I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not. And it's not because I'm jealous or anything else. I'm just security conscious. That's one of the jobs that my company does. So we don't click links. I mean, we're constantly beating up on companies we're trying to break into companies doing that. So yeah, no, we're not going to click a link. It's not going to happen. Tonight's question: do you think the SEC dropping the Ripple case will be enough to spur the market? Yes, 29% currently, 14 votes. Yes, 29%. No, 43%. Other 29%. So far, I think 8paws had like the best response. I said other to the question. There are too many factors that matter: unemployment rate, market sentiment, how bad the recession hits, and there are more. So yeah, that's really good look. Really good look. It's a kid explaining Bitcoin 13 years ago. Explains it like a champ. Okay, cool. All right. It's nice. It's really cool. I honestly think that's cool. But I also again, I hope you can understand. I'm not clicking anybody's links. Tell me where it is. Tell me what to search for. I'll go find it. I'd rather do that than click a link. Like, I literally just told you guys tonight that there's a new JavaScript out by the Lazarus group that's meant to steal coin. If I change the alphabet set being used, I can trick you to think that it's a valid URL. But it's Cyrillic or something like that. You'd have a problem. Cool. I can do that. I have no interest in it. Honestly, I can go look that up. But I hope you understand. But I would also have no interest in that. Well, why? Well, because I wrote a couple of books. I'm just saying. I'd like to know where that, if it's a kid and it was 13 years ago, not a kid anymore, I'd like to know where that kid is and what that kid is doing. But imagine if it's a kid 13 years ago, a kid 13 years ago that shot that video. Hat tip to that kid for numerous reasons. And the last reason would be Bitcoin. And I love Bitcoin. I hope you guys know that. It's because that kid that kid is an OG streamer. An OG content creator. That's pretty dope. You know what? For that reason, I'll go search it. I'll go search it for that reason. Not I'm saying it out loud. Because that's pretty dope. 13 years ago, and kid was streaming. Hat tip to that kid. Like to know where that kid is now. That's going to be cool. Bitcoins, what are they? I explained that in the class. So if you're my beginner and you're taking my class, no, you don't need that. If you're not taking my class and you're a beginner, that might be a good thing. I can't put my stamp on it because I haven't seen it yet, but I'll go search it up. I would definitely go search it up. That's not funny. I told you before, don't ever compare me to a person like that. Don't do it again. That'll piss me off. Because you know I can't stand that fucker. So excuse my language, but that's the only way I can describe him. And my mother would agree. For that, she won't smack me upside the head. I could tell you that. For that one, she would not smack me upside the head. I mean, think about this, Titanic. You own Tesla stock. And he's absent, but supposed to be the CEO. And your stock tanks 50% since December. Yeah, those are facts. 50%. Damn. If you're a stockholder, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And if you're saying that was easy because I got pissed off about it and you think that was easy, that's not cool either. Straight up. Straight up. What else do we have? Did I miss anything? Now I'm wary. I'm wary of missed comments. Because Titanic, you posted something outside of the live. And if that's what you were trying to post in the live, that would have made a lot more sense to me. And if it kept taking it down, I mean, why? Like, I saw nothing in what you wrote that would trigger that comment being blocked. And I didn't see it on the block list either. So that means I'm just randomly missing comments. That means at any point in time, somebody could have said something and I'm not responding to them. Nice. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. Not cool at all. So anyway, everybody, I'm a little bit tired tonight. And we've actually gone over a lot of news. 14 votes and it's still the same. 29, 43, 29. Yes, no, other. I'm telling you, the lesson isn't just about Bitcoin. If that's what it's about, that lesson is not just about Bitcoin. Thank you, Energized Healing and Fitness. That lesson is that kid figuring it out and just going for it. That's an entrepreneurial spirit right there. That would be amazing. It would be amazing to see what that kid is doing now with that kind of thought process. I find that to be interesting. Telling me about Bitcoin, I could care less. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that I don't already know that or that's going to surprise me or that's going to affect my bag right now. I think what that really does is it says, wow, this kid was really ahead of their time. That's what's amazing. I find the Bitcoin stuff, let me rephrase that. I find the Bitcoin stuff interesting, but compared to who was doing it when they were doing it, streaming before streaming was like the thing. That's telling you, that's why I'm like, yeah, I want to know what that kid is doing now. That to me catches the eye. That definitely catches my attention. For that, I'd go check it out. But for the content, 50 million places where I can find out about it. The time capsule idea, nice. But I'm trying not to think about the past because imagine, I mean, I got into it a long, long, long time ago. Had faith, lost faith, had faith again, and kept it like that. But imagine if you have zero stocks. You said that before. Imagine just if I try not to look at the past, except to figure out what my mistakes were, so I don't repeat them in the future. Right? Hutanik, you said that before that you have zero stocks. Oh, I don't have a lot of stock, but I do have stock. So that's one thing. I think I still have a few old mutual funds. No reason to pull out. Let them do what they're going to do. Whatever. I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket, which is why I own businesses. That's why I kind of like that stuff. Paul, you have zero stocks as well. It happens. Seen Rick have that issue several times. Dude, it's sitting on this side of the desk. It's annoying because it literally says that I could have had, new visitors. The community could have had new visitors, new commenters, and we couldn't greet them the way we normally do. That's what that says to me. Whenever we run into that problem, that's immediately what I think. I mean, screw you and Rick. I mean, who cares? Pfft, whatever. I talk to you guys all the time. But the fact that you said it and I didn't see the point, like I kept saying, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. And you said it, you might have said it 15 times and I don't see it. And it's happened enough that I honestly believe that we missed out on new community members. That's honestly how I feel about it. And it pisses me off. Paul, Paul, you own businesses. You own other investments. I mean, if people own other investments, cool with it. As long as you're not doing just one thing, like you're putting all your eggs in one basket. I honestly believe my mother would probably just flick me in the ear if I put all my eggs in one basket. She'd probably be like, "What are you doing? That's not what I taught you. You're embarrassing the family." Seriously. So from an investment perspective, not having stocks, totally get it. But I wouldn't have everything just here. It's got to be some rentals or business, something. There's got to be something else going on. Right? Maybe I'm holding on to some art, some freaking coins, some precious metals, something. You know what I mean? So that not everything is there. It's not a bluff. You described it to me. It became interesting once you said, "Oh, it's a kid describing Bitcoin 13 years ago." That's the interesting part. I want to see the kid. I want to see if we can figure out what that kid is doing now. But in terms of teaching me what is Bitcoin when I already know what Bitcoin is 13 years ago, please tell me how that's valuable to me. Is it valuable to other people? Sure. Is it valuable to me? No. It's interesting. If I have the time, I'll go look it up. I really do want to go look it up, though. Now I do. Now that you told me what it is, I'm still not going to click the link. Did you see my theory about drop percentage rates? Oh, I'm about to lose it. No, the last comment I saw from you, 8 Paws, I said other to the question. I'm getting really frustrated. If that happened just now, I'm going to be really frustrated. Hutanic, thank you for asking that question. Is it during this live that you asked that you made that comment? If banks fail, how do I get my stocks? Of course you have the stock certificate, right? I know. It's held by a closing house. It was about 10 minutes ago. No, it did not pop up. Oh, that's going to piss me off. Hold on. This is tonight. No, it's not there. Oh, wait. Heard someone being up the theory that Mr. Trump is forcing a recession to force the drop in interest rates. I heard that theory too. But you know what I had to do to find that? It's not in the stream, it's behind the scenes. I had to go check channel activity to go find it. Do you know how frustrating that is? The other night, it wouldn't even show up there. Like last night, it didn't even show up there for Hutanic. And same thing happened to Rick Ritchie. I remember the one with Rick Ritchie because Rick Ritchie was pulling his hair out. He almost looked like me. We could have been twinning. But yeah, that's like, you guys have no idea how frustrating that is. So imagine if Energized Healing and Fitness, brand new, to the community, wrote something and I didn't see it and I didn't respond. And they're sitting there just going, what the heck? I thought I was, having a conversation. Yeah. That's the worst. But yeah, I heard that theory too. That would. Hutanic, didn't you say something close to that too earlier in your response to me? I think you did. God, I'm still really pissed off right now. I'm really, really, really not pleased at the moment. That's really not cool. Did I miss anything else? I got Hutanic's comment. Rick Ritchie's. Now I'm afraid that I just miss things. You guys ever stop and hear me say, I'm checking to see if I missed anything? I'm checking to see if I missed anything just in what's here. And also, there comes a point where it stops scrolling. I can't see anything older, even though it's from here. Like I'd have to wait for it to get posted and then I could go back. Doesn't help me during the live. That's not cute. It's not cute at all. Anyway, everybody, I'm feeling a little tired. We covered a lot of news. I don't think you guys realize it. We covered a lot of news. Hold on, let me see. I'll tell you how much news we covered. 16 bits of news tonight. 16 bits of news. That's a lot. That's a lot. Will the IRS, will the Fed drop anything? I just wanted to touch on this real quick before I go. I think with the CPI data, they have one piece of information that might put that there, right? Where they can lower rates, right? And Hutanic, that's the part that goes back to the comment that you made before on, in your response this morning. Do I think it'll happen? It could. When's the next opportunity they have to do the rates? Is it May? It's not May. Is it May? Well, it could be May. I think it is May. But anyway, that's something that could happen. Maybe we talk about that tomorrow night. Everybody, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your patience. Absolutely. As always, thank you for your trust. Everybody have a great night. And if you like what I'm doing, smash the likes, tell your friends about this channel, and let me know what you think. Emerald, Energized Healing and Fitness, I definitely want to know how you feel about what we're doing here. All right? Hope you have a good